What's good, YouTube? Kanar here. Welcome back to my channel. Now today we're doing we're doing a little different. I made up this game called Friends, Frenemies, and Enemies. It's like a little character comparison game. Well, not really. You'll put like two characters together and see like how they would, act with each other, and it has to do with their own characters. And all this completely random, actually. Oh, hold on. So I put all their names, like all the names from Danganronpa, Talk About Havoc, Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, and Danganronpa 3 characters, all in this wheel, and I randomized it by spinning the wheel a couple times and seeing who paired with who. And yeah, it took it was easy, but still. I have to determine like how they would act with each other. It's kind of like that game Danganronpa had done. Where like you board game. It was called the Ultimate Talent Development Plan or something. It was kind of like a game where you can interact with like other Danganronpa characters. And so I kind of got the idea from this. But it's kind of like my twist on it. Enough of me just talking bullshit over there. Let's get started. But first, I have to say, dang Nagito, look at you! Look at you! You are rocking the ponytail. And Kokichi, looking snazzy in that suit. And Togami, looking good over there. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Also, another thing, everyone looks fantastic in this. Perkio looks fantastic. Angie, fantastic. Ganta, baby boy, fantastic as hell. Kazuichi, he looks nice. Also, the Kukui, he looks good up there. I gotta go. I gotta stop. Okay, now here are the rules of this game. The characters that are compared can't be from the same game. For example, Hajime Hinata and Nagito Komaeda. I had a bunch of characters from the same game to interact, but for this reason, I don't. In the games themselves, we already know how they act. If the characters are the same game, like Hajime and Nagito, we don't know how they act, so that will not be allowed. So everything is completely randomized. Danganronpa 1 all with the V3. Okay, number 2. We have to compare these characters like that in Killing Game. If the killing never happened, we have to act like I think of them as just normal high school students instead of just being in a killing game or ultimates even. Well, not really, but still. We have to see them how they would act when they are not in a danger situation like the killing games. And rule number 3, we have to rate the relationships that all the characters have with each other. So it'll be fair. Friends, they're good friends, or frenemies, kind of friends, or kind of enemies, or just don't like each other much. But the enemies, they really despise each other or just don't get along at all. And since I randomized all this, I have got a really good list here. I did 30 pairs of 2 characters that would be friends, frenemies, or enemies, and there are a bunch of good ones here. So let the game begin. First up, we have Sakura Ogami and Wataru Amami. Now these two, at first, are pair because these two are seems very different, but I would take them as friends because Sakura isn't a mean person at all. She's very strong, very independent. So I feel like Sakura and Wataru would actually get along very well. And Wataru is just a chill person, and I think he would love Sakura if they ever met. And yeah, I was these will be really cute friends. It was so great. It was so great. Seriously. Okay, next up we have Kokichi Oma and Mikan Sumiki. Now we all know where it's going. They would be complete enemies because Kokichi would just bully the hell out of Mikan, and she would just like hate him so much. Like, looks like evil little shit. Looks like evil little shit. Like, it would be horrible, but also funny because of how Hayako had bullied Mikan for like everything she like her entire existence. So I think the insults from Kokichi would be worse for Mikan. Okay, next up we have Toku Fukawa or Genocide Jack and Ibuki Miyota. This was interesting pairing because well, they're two completely different people. Well, for like Toko and Jack, they're like two different completely people. And then there's Ibuki. She's like this energetic person that I just love so much. But they would actually be friends or frenemies, I suppose. I think they would be frenemies because you know how Toko is. She's shy. She doesn't like. Isn't energetic or whatever, and Ibuki's like the complete opposite. So I think they would be frenemies, and like sometimes they would get along, but the other times they're like Toko would like find Ibuki annoying. Also, Genocide Jack would think the same way since they are in the same body. But I would actually love to see these two three interact with each other and see how things would go. But yeah. Okay, next up we have Toko and Genocide Jack with Eiken Owari. Is it Eiken? Akane. Now, these guys would be enemies. They would completely hate each other. I think Toko will like despise Akane for her feminine features, you know, her big boobs and slender appearance, even though she eats a lot. Also, I would think Akane would definitely try to fight Genocide Jack multiple times, which they would like just hate each other all out. So yeah, they would be straight enemies. They wouldn't get along at all. It's just, I would love to see Akane and Genocide Jack fighting with each other. I think Akane would like defeat Genocide Jack, well, a little bit, because I don't know. I don't think Genocide Jack could take on how strong Akane is. Okay, next up we have Kokichi Oma and Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu. Oh my god, this one reminds me of that one clip I saw of Fuyuhiko and Kokichi interacting, and they would it would just be funny. Anyway, they would be frenemies because, okay, think about it. This is Kazuichi. Fuyuhiko is the ultimate, is the ultimate Yakuza. I can't talk today. And Kokichi is the ultimate supreme leader. Even though they would get on their nerves, I think they would help each other. Like sometimes, like, you know, they're both leaders of a group of some kind. So I think Kokichi would give Fuyuhiko tips or whatever, and Fuyuhiko would take those tips and use them. But I all out think they'll be frenemies because they just, you know, rivalry. It's great. It's awesome. Okay, next up we have Kurumi Tojo and Chiaki Nanami. These two would be friends. Now the reason why is, you know how Chiaki is like this gamer girl and like and like always like plays games. I think Kurumi would take care of Chiaki while playing games, like you know, like give her food, make her food, clean up her surroundings if it's messy or whatever. And just be a mom to Chiaki. So I think these two would get along very, very well. And they're just cute together. Really, look at these two. Look at these two. They're so cute. Chiaki, I miss you so much. I'm sorry. Okay, next up we have Megan Sumeki and Miwi Ruma. Now these two this was interesting because, oh my god, these two are completely different. But I would think they are enemies. They would completely despise each other. Especially Mikan would just bully Mikan. It's just in her nature to bully people, even though she's kind of submissive herself. At times when she's like thrown off guard. But yeah, Mikan wouldn't like Miyu because of her brutal personality. And Miyu would hate Mikan because of her, submissive her submissive personality. But also I think Miyu would take kind of advantage of it, but it's just my thought. Yeah. Next up we have Danganronpa and Kibo. This one. Okay. Well, these two would be enemies. I think Junko as the ultimate fashionista, not the ultimate despair, the ultimate fashionista. I think she would just bother Kibo of how he dresses, even though he can't control it because that's him being a robot. And I think she would just take interest in him because she might want to change how he looks and keep what he's so uncomfortable with it. So no way, Jose. Okay, next up we have Danganronpa and Shuichi Saihara, and this one, there's enemies. I think Junko would not like Shuichi one bit because of all of his how he dresses and how he acts. You know how Junko is outgoing and outspoken, and Shuichi isn't. I think she would hate that about Shuichi and not in one bit. Plus, she would hate how he's dressing. Look, I love uniform, but I think she would hate it. Just hate it. It's just all black, no color. She's all colorful and stuff. Well, not really, but still, whatever. She's Junko, so yeah. Next up, we have Kibo and Peko Pekoyama. Now, these two. It's interesting because I never even thought about these two as interacting, but I would take these two as friends. Peko is an interesting person, but I do like her because she's not as mean, but she not mean nor nice, but really honest. I do like that about her. I think she would definitely get along with Kibo because Kibo isn't as this strong, confident robot as we all think of him. He's he's sure about things and shy. So I think Peko will take him in and teach him how to fight. I think she would definitely do that and just be friends with them. I think it's cute. I think it's really cute. Next up, we have Tsumugi Shirogen and Danganronpa. Now, I know these two were introduced in B3 as as Tsumugi cosplaying as Junko, but let's move outside that because I don't think it's canon. Well, it is canon to the main story, but I don't believe that at all. But let's think of these two as two separate people because they are a type of people. But not a whole killing game. These two would absolutely be friends because think about it. Tsumugi, ultimate cosplayer, Junko, ultimate fashionista. Junko could ask Tsumugi to make her any fabulous outfit from any magazine, any movie, any show. She would make it, give it to her. Best friend. Come on. That would be so awesome for her to do that for Junko. Also, I just think they have a lot in common. So yeah. Besides, despite Tsumugi revealing that everything we all know about the whole Danganronpa series is a fucking lie, but still. Next up, we have Hayako Seonji and Tsumugi Shirogen. These two. Enemies. Hayako would bully the mess out of Tsumugi because of how plain she looks. You know how Tsumugi claims like she'll plain looking and just isn't that appealing to, other people. I think Hayako would make fun of her for that and make you feel worse about that. So yeah, straight up enemies. They would hate each other. Next up, we have Teruto Hanamura and Toko Fukawa Genocide Jack. Now, these guys, enemies. I don't think Teruto would have would take a liking to Toko because of how not all sexy she is. You know how Teruto is with girls, and I don't think he'll find Toko that appealing, and she would just despise that kind of thinking from Teruto, and Jesse Jack as well. I think she would kill him. Definitely kill him. It's hilarious. It would be hilarious. Okay, next up we have Ganta Gokuharo and Akane Owari. These two friends. Okay, Ganta is the sweetest thing ever. Despite Akane fighting big people, I think she would take a liking to Ganta because of how nice he is, and not how he does think violence is very manly or gentlemanlike. So I think she would really take a liking to that and just be his friend, because Ganta loves people, loves everyone. Ganta is so baby. He's my precious baby boy. The purest symbol I have ever met. Well, not really me, but he's the sweetest thing. Next up, we have Ryoma Hoshi and Leon Kawata. These two, frenemies. I think because of how Ryoma is and doesn't make much friends, these two would be really hard to get along with, especially with Leon, because he is outgoing, passionate about music and all that. I just don't think these two would get along at all, or not get along as much as I thought, because I think they would get along at times, but then again, Ryoma just doesn't like talking to people. But yeah, frenemies. Yeah. Next up we have Tenko Tabashiro and Gundam Tanaka. Every time I hear Gundam's name, I'll just do that voice. Now, straight up, enemies. You know how Tenko is. Hates men, doesn't want to be around them, wants to destroy them all. Gundam, and going down without a fight, and just will hate her too. Next up, we have Korekiyo Shinguchi and Nakito Komaeda. Let me straight up with you. Friends. There's a reason for this. Okay, I think Nagito would take a great liking to Korekiyo. Not because they're creepy dudes or whatever. Well, they are creepy dudes, but I love them both. But I think Nagito would be fascinated with how much how much Korekiyo knows about things all around the world, like folklore, literature, anything that has been passed down through generations, or anthropology. And I think he would be interested in all that, and not be interested in his dead sister. And I think Korekiyo would be interested in Nagito because of how passionate he is, like how he is passionate about anthropology. I think he would get along with Nagito for that. Also, those are the creepy dudes. I can literally see I'm plotting something. I can literally see it. Okay, next up we have Kazumicha Sona and Lin Kawata. Straight up friends. Come on, you cannot say these two cannot be friends. Come on. Besides the whole punk look that they're going for, I think these two have have kind of the same personality, and I think they would most definitely get along. Seriously. Leon's into music and everything, and he's a really chill dude. Kazuchi, not as chill, but more cautious and he just wants to get along with people and everything. So yeah, I think these two would actually get along very, very well. Next up, Kaito Mota and Mukuru Ikusawa. Now, I could not find any sprites of Mukuru, but this sprite are for the first game. So I'm using these because I can't find her, her sprites in her, not in her disguise. So sorry about that. They would be frenemies, just like his relationship with Kaito, just a relationship with Maki. I think at first they wouldn't like each other at all, but then maybe Kaito's positivity and would like grow on Mukuru and just maybe like him, I guess. But they wouldn't get along because of Mukuru's, how Mukuru is. She's a little bit soldier. So yeah. Next up, we have Kyoko, Kiri, and Shuja Hell. Straight up friends. Like, you cannot tell me these two detectives would not get along. Like, come on, they're both detectives. like Kyoko is more honest, like brutally honest, but she does it for a good reason. She doesn't want to lie to anyone or anything, and she's just a really good detective. Shuichi, he at first in V3 he was very insecure, but as time goes, he became more confident, and I do like that. I think Kyoko would like into that like very, very well, because I guess he reminds her of Makoto. So yeah, it'll be like a beautiful friendship, a beautiful detective friendship. Okay, next up we have Miue Ruma and Akane Owari. Now, straight up, friends. Like, I don't think these two would not like each other at all, or like be like enemies. So I think they would be friends, and like just talk about whatever. I don't know what to talk about actually. I have a feeling that Miyu could like use Akane as like guinea pig for like her experiments. Not a test on her, just do like physical experiments with Akane. So I think they would get along for that. Next up, we have Toko Fukawa, Jensei Jack, and Tenko Tawashiro. Straight up friends, because they both have like a despise for men, and like, come on, like Toko, well Jensei Jack kills men, and Tenko despises men. They'll be friends or regular lesbians. But yeah. Besides, I think sharing their despise for men will like bring them closer, and like, yeah. So yeah. Next up, we have Tetsuya Hanamura and Makoto Naegi, and they would be frenemies. I think Makoto will like him for his cooking. Well, I'm terrified for his cooking, but I don't think he would like agree on his opinions towards women. I don't think they would like hang out a lot or whatever. So I put them at the frenemies category. Okay, next up we have Kyoko Saionji and Kaito Momota. These two friends. I think Hayako would be fascinated with Kaito because of his knowledge of stars and space, and I think he would like always cheer her up if she's ever upset with stories, or like take her out to the night sky and like count all the stars, or like look up at the stars and admire it. I don't think they would hate each other really, especially how he treats Himiko in V3. So I think he would like really enjoy being with Hayako, and maybe Hayako would just like Kaito. Okay, next up we have Kanto Kokuharo and Byakuya Togami. These two. Friends. Because even though Togami is this cold, brutally honest person, I think he would take Ganta into his care and teach him about being proper or a gentleman. So, and like they would like get along and just be the best of friends. Because Ganta is a really nice person, even though he is naive at times. They would actually get along. I do see them getting along, which is very, very nice and pretty cool. Next up, we have Ganta Kokuhara and Gundam Tanaka. Straight up friends. I don't think Ganta would not hate anyone, but these two would absolutely get along because of Ganta's love for bugs and Gundam's love for animals. They're pretty much the same person. Well, not really, but they love something that is living, and they do take care of them. And I think they have so much in common about that too. And I think Ganta would love the Dark Devas of Destruction. They're just so cute. Okay, next up, we have Techo Hanamura and Kibo. Frenemies. I think, in my opinion, I think he would just talk about, girls with Kibo and, like, see if he's interested or anything. And I think he would, I think he would ask Kibo if he has a dick. But yeah, just like Kokichi, he would definitely ask that question and see if he actually has one. It would be so hilarious, actually. Okay, next up, we have Trishu Shirahara and Celeste Lunenburg. And they would just be frenemies. Just like his relationship with Kokichi, I think he would take interest in Celeste and try to figure her out. And Celeste would just lie to him all the time and tell him these outrageous stories or whatever and mess with him. And at times they get along, times they won't, and it's very interesting to see that. Actually, I really want to see that. Next, we have Kaede Akamatsu and Mono Owada, and these two would be friends because you know how Mono is this big, strong guy, but really he's not. He thinks he's weak. I think Mondo would respect Kaede because she is strong and brave, and I think he would respect her for that, and just like get guidance from Kaede because she's such a strong person. I don't think they would be good for each other, like as dating wise, but friends, most definitely. Now this last one, they would most definitely, absolutely, Soya Nevermind and Angie Yanagu would be the best of friends because basically they're foreigners. You know how Angie comes from an island and Soya's from a kingdom or somewhere in the country. I think Zoya would take interest in Angie, in her culture, and learn about Atua, and she would take the information and like tell her people about it. And these two, I think they're such nice people. Like these two are sweethearts, and I think they would just get along very, very well. And I just love seeing this. Like really, these two would get along so well. I would love to see them interact with each other. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I know I was like all over the place, but it's been a while since I uploaded a video, and I'm sorry for that. Thank you for sticking by me. I'm sorry for like fangirling a bit. Sorry. If you like the video, like it. If you want to join my growing family, please subscribe. Can we get to 20 subscribers by the end of the year? I think we can. I believe in you guys. Until the next time, my friends. Bye bye.